Say get that heat.
Hey Ross, sauce it up.
Swerving in out of lanes, party all like every day. I'ma keep on going, I just want another 100K. Shawty wanna wet it rain, right up down my everything. I'm here to terror, got me serving through the interstate. Yeah, ran away from the past and the nonsense. Tired of toxic gains, not an option. Made it up from the mud, I'ma find this. Taking off hella fast, I'm a Martian. Yeah, pressure on my body on sync. Yeah, never had a...
All right, now that we've got it all airbrushed with the green and the yellow on it, I'm ready to unmask it and then put basically an inner coat clear. I want to lock all this down because if I was to put tape over pretty much anything, it's going to lift that airbrushing off and it has a chance to delaminate this this yellow. So in order just to lock it all in and ensure that I'm not going to have any problems, I'm going to demask it all other than like the visor seal and the lower seal here. Slap a couple coats of clear on it and wet sand it and then move forward. One of the nice things about clearing it at this point is that every time that I've added a color, I started with my carbon base, I added the white, I added the yellow, the mill thickness is increased, and by putting a clear over the whole thing, then wet sanding it down, I'm going to level a lot of that off. Ultimately, the final product, you won't be able to feel any of those by hand, but to achieve that, I've got to start stacking that clear on it now. So right now is a good time, a good opportunity to lock it all down. Like I say, to hold that the airbrushing in place. And it gives us kind of a rough idea what we're going to be looking at when we move forward. Then we'll go back after it's sanded, mask a bunch of stuff again, and start adding other colors. So, all right, this is our next step. And here in just a few minutes, we'll know kind of what we're going to look like for our rough design. All right. We've got it all unmasked. You ready to see it? So we've got a few issues that we've got to resolve. From where my paint had rolled up to my masking tape, you see kind of a little jagged edge here in a lot of these lines. That's okay. What happened is when that paint rolled up to the paint edge on that masking tape and it had dried and cured, when I peel that off, it just kind of broke down that edge. You'll take your tack rag and you'll just gently give it a good little rub down. As you rub this stuff off, it kind of breaks off of there, the excess. See, like right here, you can see an edge there. As you rub it lightly, so you don't disturb the airbrushing, as you rub that over it, you'll break more of that edge off there, that loose edge where it rolled up to that tape, and you can get it cleaned up. This is a pretty time-consuming process so that you don't damage it. You just gotta kind of get after it and rub on it. Sometimes a little bit of tape to kind of pull that edge loose is a big help. So now that our clear has cured, we're ready to go through and resand this entire helmet. We got to be mindful of some of these edges, make sure that we don't cut through the clear. But I'm gonna go ahead and knock out a real quick sand on this thing, and we'll get back to painting it.
Copy for the clicks, no, ayy. Money always got me feeling big, yeah. In a drop top, zooming 96, I'm gone. Decimals adding up, got money making hits, now you not catching up. Pull me up, yeah, I'm a drink, now there ain't any luck. I've been working, it's a bitch, you can catch me posted up with a yeah.
All right, we're ready to go through and start doing a bunch of cleanup. We've got some edges that are a little bit messed up that we're gonna go clean up, sharpen up all those corners. As well as I've got some fine line or some pinstripe type white tape that I'm going to use to kind of clean some of these edges up. The cool part about that tape is that it leaves a perfect edge every time. You can manipulate it, you can roll it, you can do all kinds of different stuff to make it fit the design you're trying to achieve. I've got several different colors of it, so it's nice to kind of add that. It's better than trying to pinstripe that stuff with paint. Or masking all those lines and trying to respray them. The problem with masking is sometimes it leaves a bit of a broken edge. Pinstripe tape leaves a perfect edge every time. So I'm going to go through and start cleaning this thing up and yeah, follow along with timeline.
On a chain, that's where I be gone. Look both ways for the ops, yeah, they want me gone. Trust no games, I don't play, I don't want it now. I was down bad, now I'm up like a star. People in the past tense doing back like a dart. Everybody watch me, cause I'm on it and they not. Put it in a high speed, kick it, yeah, the foreign high. Can't nobody cross me, I be rolling with my stars. Swerving in and out of lanes, party I like every day. I'ma I'ma keep on going, I just want another 100K. Shawty wanna wet it rain, ride or die my everything. I'm here to terror, got me swerving through the interstate. Ran away from the past and the nonsense. Tired of toxic ends, not an option. Made it up from the mud, I'ma find this. Taking off hella fast, I'm a Martian. Yeah, pressure on my body on sync, yeah. Never had a copy for the clicks, no, no. Ayy, money always got me feeling big, yeah. In a drop top, zooming 96, I'm gone. I try to save the world, yeah. Ran away from the past and the nonsense. Tired of toxic ends, not an option. Made it up from the mud, I'ma find this. Taking off hella fast, I'm a Martian. Yeah, pressure on my body on sync, yeah. Never had a copy for the clicks, no, no. Ayy, money always got me feeling big, yeah. In a drop top, zooming 96, I'm gone. Decimals adding up, got money making hits, now you not catching up. Pull me up, yeah, I'ma drink, now there ain't any luck. I've been working, it's a bitch, you can catch me posted up with a yeah, let it rip. 5K on a chain, that's where I be gone. Look both ways for the ops, yeah, they want me gone. Trust no games, I don't play, I don't